Hello learners, welcome back on the class of design of concrete structure. So I hope you all are safe and doing well. So in the previous discussion we have seen how to design a rectangular isolated footing. So in the rectangular isolated footing we have seen how to compute the area of footing, and after that how to compute the bending moment in x and y direction, and we have checked for the bending moment, and I have also discussed the critical section for the bending moment. After that we have checked for the shear, and in shear we have checked one-way shear and two-way shear or punching shear, and we have seen how to compute the shear force, and after that we have seen the area of steel detailing of reinforcement, and in the detailing of reinforcement I told you that in xx direction detailing of reinforcement is provided in central band and side band, and similarly for moment in y direction detailing of reinforcement is provided throughout the width. So today I will take some problems on rectangular isolated footing. So let us take one problem. Design a rectangular footing for a column of size 300 by 600 mm. So size of the column is given 300 by 600 to take a load of 1400 kilonewton. Safe bearing capacity of soil is 120 kilonewton per meter square, and you have to use M25 grade of concrete and Fe415 grade of steel. And this problem is solved by limit state approach. Size of foundation is given 3 meters. So load from column is coming 1400 kilonewton, and weight of footing, that will be 10% of P, is equal to 140 kilonewton. So the total load is equal to 1540 kilonewton. So area of footing is equal to total load by safe bearing capacity. 1540 divided by safe bearing capacity is 120. So area of footing is coming 12.83 meter per square. Width of the footing is given in the question. Width of footing is equal to 3 meter. So length of footing can be computed 12.83 divided by 3. So it is 4.3 meter. So provide a rectangular footing 4.3 meter by 3 meter. Design soil pressure P by A, 1400 divided by 4.3 into 3. So it is coming 108.53 kilonewton per meter square. So factor soil pressure 1.5 into 108.53. So it is coming 162.80 kilonewton per meter square, or approximately it can be written as 163 kilonewton per meter square. So the first step we have already done. We have computed the dimension of the footing, and soil pressure or design soil pressure we have computed. Second step, to check for the bending moment. Check for bending moment. This is the footing, our rectangular footing, 4.3 meter and 3 meter, and the size of the column is given 600 by 300. Critical section is at the face of the column. This is critical section. Another critical section is this. So if I take overhang portion for 1 meter, this is also 1 meter. So we can compute moment about XX for 1 meter width. MUX is equal to nothing but WU naught into 1 into B minus B by 2 into B minus B by 4. So bending moment is coming in X direction. MUX is equal to WU naught into 1 into B minus B whole square divided by 8. Total factored soil pressure we have computed 163 into 1 into B is 3 meter. So 3 minus and small b is 0.3 whole square divided by 8. So it is coming 148.53 kilonewton meter. Similarly, moment about YY direction, YY for 1 meter width. MUY is equal to WU naught into 1 into L minus A whole square divided by 8. So 163 into 1, length we have computed 4.3 minus A is 0.6 whole square divided by 8. So it is coming 278.93 kilonewton meter. Depth required or depth of footing D can be computed maximum bending moment divided by Q into B1. So maximum bending moment, so in XX direction it is coming 148.53 and YY direction it is coming 278. So the maximum bending moment is 278.93 into 10 to the power 6 and bending moment coefficient is 0.138 into FCK. 25 into B1 is 1000, 1 meter design. So the depth is coming 284.34 mm. So provide depth is equal to 285 mm. So dear student, today I have taken one problem and the problem is a rectangular footing we have to design, and for this load acting on the footing is given 1400 and dimension of the column is given. So the first step in this problem, we have to compute the total load, and total load can be computed as load plus weight of footing, and with the help of shape bearing capacity we have computed the area of footing. As we have to design the rectangular footing, so width of the footing is given in the question, so with the help of that we have computed the length of footing. Once we have computed the length of footing, we have decided the dimension of the footing, and after that we have to check for the, I have checked for the bending moment. So in the check for the bending moment, I told you in the previous class that bending moment is computed in two directions, that is in two critical section, one in XX critical and second one is YY critical section. So bending moment in XX critical is, expression of bending moment is WU naught into B minus B divided whole square divided by 8, and we have computed the moment. Similarly in Y direction we have computed the moment by applying the formula WU naught into 1 into L minus A whole square divided by 8. After that we have to check for the depth of footing. So depth of footing is equal to square root of maximum bending moment by Q into B, where mu max is the maximum bending moment among moment whatever we have computed in xx or yy direction. Q is the bending moment coefficient that depends on the grade of steel, and for given grade of steel we have taken 0.138 FCK, and we have to design the depth for 1 meter width depth, so required depth is computed. After that I am going to design or continue this problem by check for shear. So in shear part I will check for one-way shear and two-way shear or punching shear, and after that area of steel can be computed. So now I am going to check for one-way shear. So as I told you earlier that critical section for one-way shear is at a distance of d from the face of the column. So critical section is at yy at a distance d from face of the column. So shear force, factored shear force in y direction is Wu naught into 1 into L minus A by 2 minus D. 163 into 1 into L is 4.3 minus 0.6 by 2 minus D is 0.3. So it is coming 163 into 1.85 minus 0.3. Shear force is 252.65 kilonewton. This dimension is 600 and this is 300. Nominal shear stress. Nominal shear stress tau Vu is equal to Vu by divided by B1 into D. 252.65 into 10 to the power 3 divided by B1 is 1000 into 300. So it is coming 0.84 Newton per mm square. And for M25 grade of steel, shear strength of concrete is 0.28 Newton per mm square. And assuming K is equal to 1. So tau Vu is greater than K times tau C, then it is not okay. So depth required. So depth required D is equal to 252.65 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 1000 into 0.28. 902 mm. So check for D is equal to 650 mm. So for D is equal to 650 mm, VUY, once again we have to compute 163 into L minus A, it is 1.85 minus 0.65, so it is 195.6 kilonewton meter. So nominal shear stress 195.6 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 1000 into D 650, it is coming 0.3. Once again tau Vu is greater than K times tau C, not okay. Check for another depth. D is equal to 700 mm. Factored shear force 163 into 1 into 1.85 minus 0.7, so it is coming 187.45 kilo Newton. So nominal shear stress 187.45 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 1000 into 700, So it is coming 0.27 Newton per mm square. Now nominal shear stress is less than K times tau c. So okay. Provide D is equal to 700 mm. Now I will check for the two-way shear or punching shear. Fourth is check for two-way shear, or it is also called punching shear. So we know in case of punching shear, critical section is at a distance of d by 2 throughout the column. Let us assume this is the dimension of the column. This is 4.3 meter. This is 3 meter. Size of the column, this one is 600, 300. At a distance of d by 2, we have to take the critical section. So this dimension is A plus D, because this is A and this is B, and this dimension is B plus D. Punching shear stress developed is equal to net punching force divided by resisting area. Net punching force is Pu minus Wu naught A plus D into B plus D divided by resisting area is 2 times perimeter A plus D plus B plus D into D. So punching shear stress can be computed 1.5 into 1400 minus 163 into A plus D is A is 600, so 0.6 plus 0.7 into 0.3 plus 0.7 divided by 2 times 600 plus 700 into 300 plus 700 into 700. So this is Newton, this is also kilonewton. So it is coming 0.586 Newton per mm square. And tau Vp permissible is equal to K into Kb into, as per limit state, it is 0.25 square root of FCK. K beta can be computed 0.5 plus B by A. 0.5 plus B is 300 by 600. So it is coming 1. Okay, it should not exceed 1. So the value is 1 into 0.25 into a square root of 25. So it is 1.25 Newton per mm square. Our punching shear stress developed is less than Kb into 0.25 square root of FCK. Okay, it is safe in double punching shear. Now the next step is area of steel. Area of steel can be computed for moment about xx, MUX. So MUX is given, we have already computed 148.53 kilonewton meter, and this is for 1 meter width. So area of steel can be computed by 0.5 formula, FCK by Fy 1 minus square root of 1 minus 4.6 mu divided by FCK B1 d square into B1 into d. So 0.25 into 25 divided by 415 into a square root 1 minus square root of 1 minus 4.6 into 148.53 into 10 to the power 6 divided by 25 into 1000 into 700 square into B1 1000 into 700. so it is coming 596.42 mm square. We can also compute the area of steel is equal to mu divided by 0.87 Fy AST d minus 0.42 x limiting. So AST minimum is equal to, in footing it is also same 0.12% of same as slab B into D. So minimum area of steel 0.12 divided by 100, D is 1000 into D can be computed. So effective depth is 700 plus, let us take 75 mm clear effective cover. So it is coming 936 mm per mm square. So minimum area of steel is 936 mm square and providing is 596. So it is not okay. So provide minimum area of steel, that is 936 mm square, because our area of steel is less than minimum area of steel, so it is not okay. So for total width L 4.3 meter, area of steel is 4.3 into 936, so it is coming 4025 mm square. Total number of bars required using 12 mm phi, that is NT is equal to 4025 divided by pi by 4 into 12 square, so it is coming 36 bars. Number of bars in central band NC is equal to, we know the expression, NT into 2 by 1 plus L by B. NT is 36 into 2 divided by 1 plus L is 4.3 divided by 3, so it is coming 30 numbers. So number of bars in side band NS is equal to 36 minus NT minus NC divided by 2, so it is 3 numbers. So for moment about YY, for moment about YY, that is MUY, and MUY we have computed 278.9 kilonewton meter. Area of steel can be computed by 0.5 formula, 0.5 FCK by Fy into 1 minus 4.6 into 278.9 into 10 to the power 6 divided by 25 into 1000 into 700 square into 1000 into 700. So it is coming 1134.6 mm square. So this area of steel is greater than AST minimum. So okay. For total width B 3 meter, area of steel is 3 into 1134.6, so it is coming 3403.82 mm square, because this is for 1 meter width. 1 meter width. So number of bars, provide 16 mm diameter bars, provide 16 mm phi. So number of bars is equal to 3403.82 divided by pi by 4 into 16 square, so it is coming 17. So provide 17. So provide 17 numbers 16 mm phi equally distributed. So if I draw the detailing for full width, so if I draw the detailing of this, let us assume this is our footing. This is our footing. The length of the footing is 4.3 meter. Width of the footing is B is equal to 3 meter, and this is our column 600 by 300. So if I provide, so two parts are there. This is side band. So side band is 3 number of bars. Here is also 3 number of bars. Three numbers of 12 mm 5. And in the central band, this is the side band. Similarly, here is also 3 numbers of 12 mm 5. And in the side band, this is the central band. bars. So in the central band, 30 numbers of bars, 12 mm 5. So this portion is known central band. This portion is known as side band. This is also side band. And along width B, we have to provide 17 number of bars. So these are the detailings. These are the, if I show like that, so this is 17 numbers of 16 mm 5. Or if I draw a footing, this is our footing. This is the main 3 bars, and after that 30 bars in the central band, and once again 3 bars. So these 3 bars of the diameter 12 mm, these 3 bars of the diameter 12 mm, and these are the 30 numbers of bars, so on and so forth up to here. 30 numbers of bar, 12 mm 5, and this is the 16 mm 17 numbers. So these are the detailing of the footing. So dear student, today I have taken one problem related to the rectangular footing, and in the rectangular footing we have covered all the design criteria, and in the first I have taken the total load, and with the help of that we have decided the dimension of the footing, and after that we have checked for the bending moment in x and y direction. We have calculated the bending moment in x and y direction, and after that with the help of maximum bending moment we have computed the required depth of footing, and this depth we have provided that depth, and after that check for the shear. So in one way shear we have computed the maximum factor shear force, and with the help of that maximum shear force we have computed the nominal shear stress, and this nominal shear stress is compared with the K times tau c, where tau c is the shear strength of concrete and K is the value given by IS 456 with different thickness. And we have seen that for given depth our K times tau c value exceeds, so that is not okay. So we have increased the value of depth, and at one depth we have seen that our nominal shear stress is less than K times tau c, so that will be the final depth of footing. After that, for two-way shear we have computed the punching shear stress developed, and we have compared this punching shear stress developed with the permissible punching shear stress, and it is okay. Our developed punching shear stress is less than kb times 0.25 square root of FCK. After that, we have computed the area of steel. So area of steel is computed by using moment in x direction and y direction, and with the help of for moment in x direction we have computed the number of bars in two portions, that is one for the central band and one for the side band. So with the help of that we have computed total number of bars, and after that we have computed the number of bars in central band and similarly number of bars in the side band by the given formula or suggested by IS 456-2000. Similarly, for the bending moment in y direction we have computed the total number of bars as it is provided along the width B, and after that I have given the detailing of the footing. So in the next subsequent class I will discuss some more problems related to the rectangular footing, and after that I will discuss rectangular sloped footing. So take care of your health and happy learning.